is Earth Immigrant from my book titled Earth Immigrant. I'm an immigrant on planet Earth. I'm on a temporary visa with an unknown expiration date. My life on this planet is temporary. Nothing I say or do is permanent. All I have to give is love, laughter, and truth. Hold me to that and nothing more. I'm a space traveler. I'm only passing through on my journey to beyond the realm of space and time, beyond the idea, beyond the second, minute or hour, beyond the day, month, or year, beyond. Be it accident, chance, illness, stress, or age limit, at some point I will be checking out. My stay will end. When my life visa expires, I will cross over the borders of boundaries of space and time, leaving this earth behind. No longer will I have to compete with my fellow human beings for a parking space, a job, material goods, housing, food, or water. No longer will I be judged by my skin color, my language, my gender, my shape, or my size. No longer will I be afraid, insecure, lost, and alone. No longer will I be deprived of the basic necessities for life. No longer. I'm just a visitor. I have truly enjoyed my time on this earth, and I will enjoy each day until it's time to go. Remember, we are all immigrants, passing through space and time on our way to beyond. So cherish the hours, cherish the days, cherish the months, cherish the years, and cherish the moments. Live each day as though it were your last day on earth, because it very well might be. Live it up, laugh it up, love it up, because it's all temporary, and you can't take it with you, and you can't stay behind. One day it will be your turn to go. There's no permanent place for you here. So make all your memories now. Make all your memories for others to enjoy. Make your time on earth count for something good. Leave behind traces of footprints for others to follow. Footprints of love, footprints of kindness, footprints of generosity, footprints of care for your fellow human beings. Love the people and love yourself. Stick to these principles, even in the face of adversity and the prospect of death. Because as earth immigrants, all we have is each other. I grew up in a small shack in Mississippi during the Jim Crow era of the 1950s. And then I lived in the East Coast, and then I transitioned over to here. I lived in Motown, and then I've been here over 30 years in LA. Well, what brought me here was I knew friends out here and I had relatives out here, so I decided to move out here like over 30 years ago. And I just stayed because the sunshine, it was really nice, and I decided to stay. And then I met my wonderful husband.
Do you find a correlation with that with your art?
Yeah, a lot of times, the music, I'm playing the music in the background when I'm doing my art a lot of times, but I play some of my husband's music, but the ones I really kick out is Gil Scott-Heron when I'm doing my art, and I'm doing Tupac, and those are, and also Motown when I'm doing Curtis Mayfield and all kinds of stuff when I'm. This is a proof of my new book. I graduated Community Literature Initiative season 11, The Double Ones with Hiram Sims, right down the street here. And this is a book be coming out pretty soon. It's called Earth Immigrant. And in it, this is my painting on the front, and it's a wraparound. And the title is Earth Immigrant, which is basically says, and I put it on the front, that we're all Earth immigrants here on a temporary visa with an unknown expiration date. And our job while here is to learn life's lessons, love and care for one another, and the planet we so inhabit, and then we go. That spiritual message came to me back in 2014. And I won a Global Citizenship Award for this poem, for this title, and for this poem. Nice.
Do you dream?
I dream every night. In fact, I was one of those kids who always, as a kid, I always dreamed in color. I'm what you call an intuitive painter. I do abstract intuitively. What I do is I literally pick up the brush, and whatever comes down on the brush, and what comes to me through me like a vessel, something coming through a vessel. Sometimes I'm channeling my ancestors, sometimes I'm channeling other things, and it just comes and I just put it on the paper. And I don't stress about it. It's just whatever comes, I let it be. And sometimes I'll look at my paintings and I'm like, who did this? but it just comes out of me. And I do watercolor, I do marker, I do pen, and I do photography. I do enhanced photography, and I'm just starting to do more acrylic, but I'm mainly watercolor. Yeah, well, this piece, I have another one like this one, the butterfly, but I've done a lot of butterfly pieces. I don't have them all on the wall, but my sister passed September 10th, 15 years ago. And pretty much she was, I would say, killed by the medical establishment, the hospitals and stuff, and I couldn't save her life. I work in medical as well. But they made decisions, and she ended up dying of lupus and sepsis. But long story short, when she passed, butterflies hovered above her casket. And the monarch butterflies and other butterflies have always had a special place in my heart. And we would see butterflies after she passed. They keep coming down, and people say that's like the ancestors. They're coming back to say they're on their way, on their journey and stuff. So butterflies have always held a special place in my heart. This one, this painting is titled A Butterfly Over Fire. This one is titled Alopecia. It's part of an 8-part series, and it has to do with, I'm also a health coach. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I teach health and nutrition and preventive medicine. And so this one is dealing with alopecia, when women and other people lose their hair, in this case a young woman. And this has alopecia areata. This has to do with autoimmune, when your body actually attacks itself. And so some deal with cancer, alopecia totalis, and others, but it's an 8-part series. This one here is called All Eyes on You. And this is the eyes, watching, looking out unto you. It's like the eyes of the spirit looking out, at you and connecting with you. This one here is called Psych Swirl. I just love it. I don't have a reason. Yeah, I love the colors. And I haven't named this one yet. And this one is Connection, because we're all connected as human beings, and we're connected to the planet and the earth. It's called Connection. That's forest coming up out of the ocean, the forest out of the ocean.
Hi,
Hello.
what's your name?
My name is Rhonda Mosley. I'm born and raised in Pasadena, California. That's my hometown. I'm proud to say I was born in the Huntington Hospital, which was the first hospital in the city. I am a self-taught artist. I consider myself a contemporary abstract artist. As far as my art is concerned, I have several collections. As you can see here, I do landscapes. I'm very into nature, personifying nature and sunsets, sunrises. I also have a womanhood collection, which focuses on women. One of my collections is called The Womb, which focuses on empowering women to be positive about their body images. One is called The Boss Lady. Boss Lady, I'm on my A game, and that infuses words and pictures.
Okay.
I say saucy because when I put words on my paintings, I like to empower women. So the words are bold, unapologetic,
Saucy.
and saucy.
Yeah, I like
you
that.
have to see it.
I like that.
To kind of really fit, get the full meaning of what I say when I say saucy. And then I really think that the images that I project are bold women, because one of them I have, it says I'm a boss, but the B in the boss is a very curvaceous woman. It's like she's like this. You can see her breast, which is the first curvature of the B, and the second curvature of the B is her stomach. And then I have OSS, and I'm a boss. So, I just like to empower women. I also, through my paintings, I do a lot of work, what I consider, that is also Black culture. So this one right here is called Surrender, and it was when the George Floyd incident happened. I was so distraught about what I seen on the television that I could not formulate words. So it's still emotional too. I couldn't formulate words. So this is the result of my healing out of this series. Is called Dancing the Blues Away. And of course, once again, she's naked. Women empowerment, because a lot of, and this was inspired by me at one time. I was very body shamed about my weight, and I was very depressed at the time. But one of the things that made me happy, which is I put on my music one night, I took off my clothes, and I got in the mirror, and I started dancing. And as a result of that, this is what came out of that, dancing away the blues. I have a dream series, which is just a stamp, but dream. I believe in helping people pursue their goals and their dreams. I'm always the coach, the cheerleader of the people around me. And lastly, is these two. I'm very into African-inspired paintings. This is the Warrior Princess right here, and this is called Longing for Africa. I feel it's very important to, our culture is under attack. And me as a Black woman also too, I don't know very much about my African heritage. So I think that through painting, I'm trying to invoke that spirit as well. I have another, they're not here, but I have another series called African Prince, where it shows boys in a prince-like silhouette, to say. Yeah, that's it. In addition to being an artist, I'm also a spoken word artist. I coin myself as being a life skill artist because most of my poetry deals with the changes of life and how the solutions of the challenges of life. And my book that's coming out is called I'm Here, and this is the first poem of my book that I would like to read to you. I'm here, being fragile, transparent, and faithful to a mission designed by God. As I journey through my visions of destiny, freedom has become a constant state of mind. Taming the logic of false evidence appears real, the acronym of fear. Inside my heavy bag of stress, anxiety made my neck stiff. Depression dislocated my shoulder. Still not learning, I chose to carry my burdens a little further. Procrastination almost broke my back. Ignorance almost made me quit. Crying on my bathroom floor, I got smart enough to dump that I decided to change. Looking for ways to live with my decision, I got on my knees to pray. Burned a candle, meditated to purify my soul. Vowed to let the negative go so my words can flow. In the sensual places of peace, love, and harmony, today is my day to live. It is the movement of the moment. Feeling free, fun, and easy is the way to my serenity. I've been blessed with the consistency of life and the knowledge that peace is priceless, practicing how to relax in fear, being patient, non-judgmental, and fulfilling my purpose. I'm here, writing my claim to success, setting my standards to accept nothing less, than what I envision my destiny to be. And as I stand here confessing the trials of life, let me extend hope for the future. For those who are in doubt of what your life is worth, you're special. For anyone who has a broken heart due to rejection, you're enough. For those who feel disconnected from community, you're not alone. Just as the trade winds circulate around the world, everyone, everywhere is going through something. However, the things we're going through doesn't have to be our permanent story. Knowledge leads to new perspectives. Determination inspires actions. Time provides healing. It's never too late to change. That's why I say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and I ain't going nowhere.
Diane,
Yes, Diana, dear.
where you from?
I'm from South Central Los Angeles,
South Central Los Angeles.
closer to Central Avenue, famous jazz and rhythm, blues, and historical landmark.
What's
of
that
South
like?
Central. What is it? What?
Growing up in South Central, what's that like?
It's a rough area, disenfranchised, but it was home to me. But I met all like pathfinders, path makers, the original arts people, actually, people that created programs like lunch programs. Some of the Black Panthers, I met them. Sammy Davis. I met people at the Dunbar Hotel. I think it used to be called Somerville. Yeah, it used to be called Somerville. So I was one of the fortunate people who was able to benefit from being from South Central.
Is it still like that?
They actually upgraded a lot of
Okay.
things. So for some people, they think it's great, but they had to be there when it wasn't like it is now. I was able to meet certain celebrities that I didn't understand was celebrities. You know, I don't remember their names because I was very young,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, all the way till I was about 17, something like that. So I can't give you names.
Do you find like growing up in this area influence your artistry?
Definitely. They had both riots. They had both riots through the Watts riot came from Watts all the way through that area. So I was from that area, but the original Cresses. Used to have the counter where you go in to eat lunch, even when black people wasn't even allowed in that area. Dunbar Hotel at the time that they gave us the tour, Dunbar Hotel was one of the only hotels black people could go to, no matter where they performed. They would have to go wherever they went, even if they went to Rialto, they had to come back
Where's
to the
Where's the Dunbar Hotel located?
41st and Central. It's still there, but now they've added a restaurant, and they said it's museum now still, but I haven't, since they renovated it, I have not been inside. I went
So
when
they
it
don't
was
even know you know their history. You should have
No.
some of these pieces up there.
Yeah, I got to see like Ella Fitzgerald.
Really?
Stuff, Cab Calloway.
Really?
Yeah, these are
That's
like,
dope.
they still had like stuff they had left in the hotel. The hotel was showing like curlers and irons and scrub
That's so
boards.
dope.
Was it scrub boards? Is that what you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Where you get to wash your own
You wash your
stuff?
clothes, yeah.
I
You
don't
turn
know
your
who it
fan on.
was.
You can use it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
I can't
dope.
figure out which gentleman left his shirt. But I'm assuming it's Cab Calloway.
That is
So
dope.
it was something to see back then. I was like I love the library, Vernon Branch Library, and it's still there today. And that's kind of where I got a lot of my
Inspiration.
worlds from. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
That was where I would escape.
So you do poetry as well?
Yes.
Is it spoken word or poetry? How do you frame it?
I just say that the word, I call my poetry the word of God. I think that the poet is a messenger from God. The
So-
artist is the messenger from God because we actually use our imaginations, which is our thought, which is what God gives us the ability to create. We co-create with God. I think the artist co-creates with God. So
Hers.
the poet and the artist, whatever your art is, I even think the person that made this table is an artist.
What does your future look like?
Oh, bright, shiny. I am very successful with doing what I consider God's work. I'm not religious, I'm more spiritual.
Spiritual. Same.
And I believe that this is I've found where I want to be and where I want to go with it.
Unlocked.
And that's discussing me unlocking myself, doing what I now call working the Word of God through art, poetry, and power. I call it poetry.
Poetry.
I
Like that. I like that.
Unlocking means unlocking myself and teaching myself to be brave enough to speak. Use my voice as a healing agent. Use my gift as a poet and a writer to heal myself and others. I was sitting watching my grandkids, and I had yellow polish. My grandbaby had picked it out. And I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I was just bored sitting there, so I started making marks on this black canvas. And in some kind of way, I said, what's this quiet moment gonna create? And those strikes end up looking like hands. And I kept playing with it. Next thing I know, I said, this is like a stomach. This looks like whatever. So I just started painting on it, and I looked up, and this was what it ended up being. So I said, I think this is my fupa painting. And then I kept messing with it, and it turned out like this. So this is the belly button. You'll hear me talk about it in the poem. And this is me touching my fupa. That is in the poem. Okay. So when I saw that, I said, oh my God, I just created another picture to come hang in the gallery. So I put it in there like the day after the show. Fupa love. Fupa and I have been friends since I had my firstborn son. Our friendship continued and expanded when I had my second son. It grew with my third, and when my baby girl was born, we formed an attachment. She moved in and refused to move out. I tried to hide her, but Fupa just hung around me and my waist, wasting time looking like a brown, smooth keloid belt with stretch marks or an African belly chain with beige and dark brown beads with black lined cracks in between. I said, girl, you doing way too much. You a bit toxic. It's not enough room around me. It's time for you to go. Go, just go, go now, go. I touch her every night and always in the morning. I wonder what my lover would feel when he would squeeze us both, especially when he has one hand on each side or wrapped in his fingers, locked together with 360 degrees folded. Their hugs sometimes can be really tight. Maybe I'm too territorial. Fupa, him, and me, I'm not into menage a trois. We three are way too close. My partner seems excited to hold us both, hold her and me. Fupa, dear Fupa, I just don't know. I just don't think you will work out. You will have to go.
Dope.
Sims Library of
Bow.
Poetry.
I got you. Thank you.
Thank you.
When all you can do isn't enough. When you've lost your first job because COVID opened up and the business closed up, And your third side hustles, Uber and Lyft, no longer work because you can't afford California gas. And what little you buy has to get you to job 2, now you're only, and last through the long line of cars for free bags of fruit and vegetables on Wednesday morning, and possibly a free box of meat, cereal, and canned goods on Saturday. When your eldest is lying saying she's not that hungry and give it to Junior, and school closes this week, so no breakfasts or lunches, and you already know you won't make the rent in 2 weeks with the eviction bans lifted and rent assistance ended, Section 8, you're on the list. It's not come through. You have done all you can do, and it isn't enough. You consider for the longest moment going back just for a few weeks. He has a job and a place. You can endure anything, put up with anything till you get your bearings and another second job. Maybe online so you can watch the kids this summer while he's at work. Oh, kid graduated 4th and turned in the Chromebook. Maybe there'll be summer school this year at the new intermediate and maybe a new laptop. That would leave you with only Junior at home. Then you remember. You thought you caught him eyeing baby girl not like a daughter, lingering far too long at the bathroom door spying when you got home bandaged from the free clinic. No, never back there. And you think, how long can we make it in the car when all you can do to try to make it through isn't enough? I've done everything I'm supposed to do. Love my wife, support my family, got a career now, got us out of that slumlord's apartment, rented a house, helped make it a home for my kids, for my family, started saving up for my girl's quince in a few years, taught my boy football, and both of them how to catch and ride backs. But my manhood's in question by me, their dad. Their papa could not protect them from a fool with a gun who shot up their school. Let it be enough. Okay, looking down on the moon, this piece, I wanted to capture the feel of how strange it is for a plane, because we don't look down on the moon, but my experience was I was looking out the window and looking down on the moon. So the moon is really prevalent. There's also that feel of how the moon changes whenever we're looking at it. I mean, we can be driving one minute and you're in one part of town and it's giant, and another part of town it's a different shade and all these kinds of things. So it's really prevalent. As I told you before, I love clouds and things, so I'm wanting clouds all over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on that plane. That's my plane. I just couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I decided, because it's nighttime, gotta have stars.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are stars. We shine for each other. No matter how dark it is, whatever's going on. And in the midst of that, there are always these stars. So that's some of the premise of that particular piece.
Okay. Can I ask you, could that be a sequel? Could you make a sequel out of that?
The poem itself is about almost 10 pages, as I said. It's the longest poem I've ever written.
Okay.
No,
Because I felt like it wasn't just a piece. I felt like there was something.
Yeah, it tells all about family drama and trauma and crazy, you know, family crazy.
Well, thank you.
You are quite welcome.
See you soon.